this is Spain. You know, you will have a coffee, a fiesta.
Yeah. I think we all need to bring him an iPad.
Okay. Fiesta sounds nice.
Fiesta
Yeah.
and siesta, both of them.
Okay, so what I do, it's very simple. I won't even touch the dough. You know, it's maybe, I don't know, rustic Shabbat. I don't know how you're gonna call it.
Rustic Shabbat, sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. We will make 150. It's 450. 600 maybe. 660 is fine. Okay. So what I'm doing now is just, you know, a little touch. That's it.
The more simple, the better.
Exactly. Up.
Whoa.
And now I will let it rest for maybe half an hour because we will have to eat at 12 o'clock. That's it, yeah. I have a Belgium schedule.
Thank you.
And
12:30
that's
is
it.
fine.
I won't even cut it. I mean, I will put it at some down. It will open itself, and you know, it's a fantastic way to make bread. I think so. Yeah, it's nice, nutrition. You gonna, you know, all the information I give you, but because it's gonna make the World Cup, you know, and I'm from the French team, so so he take all the information. He's very clever. Look at him.
He's got to give credit, though, right?
Yeah, he's got the microphone over there. So
we support the Belgian team, so you were good
yeah,
as well.
yeah. I know.
It's give and take, Yohan.
I know.
You've got flax seeds, sesame seeds.
Yeah, I've got here. I've got, I don't know the name. You know
Some
the.
corn grits.
Yeah, I've got corn. I've got lin brun, lin blanc, sesame, and the beer one. The what's the name?
Chia?
Barley?
Yeah.
Barley.
De l'orge.
Ouais. C'est non, c'est le malt, non?
C'est le malt, barley, c'est le rye, non?
C'était du seigle.
C'est du sel.
Seigle,
Ouais, du sel. And I've got problem with the.
T'as dormi combien des heures?
I just slept about 3 hours. So sorry about my English, you know.
It wasn't good like yesterday either.
It's better than yesterday.
I think you're doing wonderful, Yohan.
Right?
It wasn't.
You're doing wonderful.
Luckily, you have at least a couple of supporters here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Against
Thank
all
you.
these
I'm your
mean
supporter.
guys.
I think you need to say hello to Paul over in Barcelona.
Hello, Paul. How you doing? Bocadillo. Yeah. Paul is an Australian friend, let's say. He was a student from Australia, and he came to Barcelona. And he came in a sourdough, 100 sourdough. I give a course on July, which was with biodiversity flour. And he was pretty interesting about that, but he was very interesting about the bocadillo, with, you know, the Spanish ham and everything. So we keep a good contact, actually. I don't have a lot of contact with him, but he's a very nice guy.
He came to my place in the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a very funny guy.
That's Paul.
It's sort of networking here.
Yeah, he told me, Yohan, what do you think if I open a bakery and I make bocadillo? And I told him, it's amazing.
Very amazing guy. Very lovely.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who came up with this method?
Who came up with this method? There is actually, I think this is very ancestral method probably, but we don't have any name. I've got name of the guy who really fight for nutrition, which was Christian Reminici, which was the director of the INRA. The INRA is the National Institution of Nutrition, blah 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 blah, blah in France.
French.
Oh, of course. No, it's not because it's French. It's only because he's fighting for nutrition purpose. So, you know, and he's passionate about wheat as well. So when you've got passion about wheat, scientific and bakers and everything, then it's cool because you can have. You know.
You made a method for him, in fact.
We were a crew, so we were few, and everybody has his own kind of flour. So I was working with Spanish flour, biodiversity flour. So I don't know what. This is more than wheat actually, that one. So it will be different, but it's still better and nutritional than.
But just kind of placing it in. We've been discussing this in the UK a little bit. Is it pave? Has anyone heard of this pave?
Yeah, you can say pave, rustic pave, or pave or whatever. whatever you want to call it, you know.
Pavés, so
The most important at the end is the nutrition and the flavor.
Can you, just because I missed the beginning of it when it was live, can you explain again while you're shaking why this will hold its nutritional value and break down the starch?
Because it's got a lower index, glycemic index. So the point here is that as I don't mix up that much the bread, you know, all the enzymes are making their work perfectly. I'm explaining in a very easy way, okay, for everybody to understand. And then the microflow of the levain will take place and finish the job, which is mean that actually I've got a proper bread from the cereal and the sourdough itself. And for me, it's this is not just only for me, but I think this is the point. Mainly, we forget a lot about the cereal, you know.
So it breaks down the phytic acids
Exactly.
and the lectins, and
Exactly.
and
Phytic
so that it's
and
more
everything.
nutritious.
More the nutrients, the
Okay.
minerals as well.
But by not mixing,
By
that's
not mixing.
creating less starch damage, so your starch is more intact.
He was
Exactly.
saying
And you think that is going to actually keep the lower
Exactly,
GI
and the proper amylase as well.
amylase, yeah.
Amylase, we say in
because he said with this method, if you start mixing, it will retrograde, it will separate.
Because
Yeah.
because what will happen is that the extra damaged starch particles will provide more food and it will go faster.
you will have probably a bread that will dry very faster, and you will have there is a lot of intolerance of gluten because of that also. So try to have to make someone who have a problem of digestion, try to do a bread with a lot of kneading and another one with with no kneading, and you will see that it's much more digest because you know the amylase creates already a lot of sugar, and it will
break down the
it will break down the gluten and everything much better. But the protein protect everything, so it's better for you. You know, when you split everything, you coagulate everything, and it's not really natural. It's not a natural position of a bread.
Carl, you were talking yesterday about the fermented oligosaccharides, disaccharides, and monosaccharides. Is this something that you find that this kind of...
He was talking about.
Oh.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. Laptop or zip drive? Yeah, we will do it for you. It was Jan that did it for me. Jan.
So, we still need to start it. But if you want to have a bread, there's already one on the market. Sourdough bread.
J'espère que ça marche. Hein? I hope it works. Hein? Because if it stick, you will be the one that will. I never tried that. It's a cheaper way to make like a banton. It's a Belgian banton.
Belgian what?
Banton.
Ah, ouais.
It's German banneton.
Yeah.
No, French. Scaritek.
The yellow ones?
Yeah.
They were coming from Germany.
C'est vraiment pour l'emmerder de dire que c'est des bannetons français.
Bon, moi je m'en fous.
Non, parce que tout ce qui est bien vient de France en fait.
Non,
Ce qui est pourri,
c'est génial.
et tout, ouais, voilà,
C'est
tout
pas
ce qui
bien.
vient tout ce qui vient autre que la France, c'est pourri.
Donc voilà, it's not something very hard actually. It's full of good things actually. I do believe it's good. It's good for us. You know, it's good. It's good to know that, for example, if I have 29 degrees and it's pretty hot, you know, I will use less, I will use more, you know, but I never pass for nutritional bread. I never pass through 5%. If I leave it outside, I mean. And more the flour is less corrected is the flour, better it is for the enzyme itself. Okay.
Certain people do autolysis without the starter, and what
Is
is the
If you make an autolysis with a starter, is a fermentolysis. So you will create already.
big starter?
You will create a first big fermentation, let's say. Okay, this is not the first meeting between water. This is not the first bio contact between water and flour. No, This is something more. And there is a lot of people who are using that, for example, if you want to work in direct. If you don't want to use cold and everything, you use fermentolysis. And sometimes, because when you have weak flour, fermentolysis is going good because it will give you strength.
Because this is what I do, because in Sweden we have very weak flour, and the flour is not that strong.
You add the acids.
Yeah, and I do.
Yeah, this is fermentolysis. Fermentolysis, actually, I don't know if it's French or no.
No.
Should be, but...
Lysis is Greek.
Huh? Lysis is Greek.
Breakdown. Fall apart.
Johan, you hydrated at 90%.
It's 90%.
But what is the lowest hydration you've ever done to have a successful? Because I can imagine that if you make your dough too stiff, that it might not work the same way.
No.
But maybe some people do not like to have those with 90% hydration.
You can start with 74, 75. To be honest, the problem is that the water as well active more the dough, and I put only 2% in that case. If I would have 72%, it will lead the nutriment to probably more acidity and less development. So I would prefer in this case to have more development with the water. It's better.
And it wouldn't be ready today if it was different.
To be honest, I could leave it at least 6 hours more. Huh?
And if it was at 70 or 72, it would take you much longer to get ready.
And sorry?
If less water,
Less water,
it would
yeah.
take even longer.
Yeah, actually, yeah. And depend about what you want as a texture as well. There is a lot of people also, you need to know what you want as a texture. You want something more crispy, you want the intact texture. What do you want really about your bread? Because this is not a way to make bread. It is not the way to make bread.
Right.
This is a way to make bread, or to get it the more nutritious as possible, as I know.
Right.
There is nothing bad, there is nothing good. This is only, I do believe that more water in this kind of process is better. It's better. I don't think, I don't speak about but 200 water. First of all, this is not a high protein flour, and it works for the TAT, and it's very nice for the wholemeal flour. With the wholemeal flour, it's amazing. You should try as well at home.
I will.
I won't do it today.